Okay, as you can see, we got the boat here, and we got some rain. Quite a bit of rain. And it's time to work on the boat. So, let's go around to the backside. One of the things that we needed to do with the boat was put in the plug, because we didn't have a plug. See, I haven't got the bars on yet, but I do have it all weighed and I've got the plate for it, so that's awesome. Now see, right here is the plug. What the plug is for is you get water in it, like now, you can take the plug out, tip it up, and let all the water run out. But since there's water in there, we want to get the plug in it, and we want to make sure it's watertight, because might have to add a little bit of silicone. We'll see. All right, let's put the plug in. Okay, the plug is in. Let's move that off. Okay, you let me know if any water comes rushing out of there. I'll pick her up. Okay, looks like the plug's dry. Now I have to take the plug back out. So that I can drain the water out. This would be something I would suggest carrying an extra of. Because if you lose your plug, that could ruin a day. Alright, let's set the plug off to the side, and you get to watch the water come flying. Alright, let's just wheel that bad boy down. Alright, that'll have to drain a little while. As you can see, we've got a little bit of water in there. Okay, next thing we need to do is get rid of all of these pieces of wood. So, So it looks like these bolts were the only thing holding the seat on. They just went through one piece of wood. And I'm wondering just how everything else looks underneath here. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Still draining. Save those. Try to save those for a possible I'll probably save those for a pattern because this is looking a little rough in here. I'll show you, which is no problem. We'll just cover it back up with wood. I mean, this is a 1960s boat. I think's what it said. I'll have to look to make sure, but we'll get those screws out, put some wood on this, back on this. Then we got, like I said, that seat's just sitting on there. Still got a lot of water in it. Need to get a cover for this, and then we'll get that off. I think there's going to be a pattern for this one. That's a little rotted. Years of neglect. Still quite a bit of water in there. Let's see, that came out a lot nicer once we get everything cleaned up. Now up here, we gotta get those out. That way someone wants to sit on here and face the back, they can, or they can sit there. Alright. Still got quite a bit of water in there. not drain anymore. I gotta move it. Let's see, that turned out not too bad. So on this one, we'll just do boat demolition, get rid of everything that we don't need. Okay, so it looked like the bracket that was on there was made for some other kind of boat or some other hook. So I took it off. Let me show you. And now we're down to just the basic swivel. And I want to keep that swivel so I can swivel around a little bit in it. So it looks like if I just figure out what height I want it back here, I can just use a piece of wood or that, still drain water. Use a piece of wood to go across like they did to get up to the height where it's most comfortable for my legs. And then I think this middle one here, we're just gonna leave metal just like it is. Pack a couple cushions. That way if people are sitting on it, they can sit on it, because you know, wood tends to fray and you get splinters. Here, there is quite a few holes from where they put the wood in. So I'm probably gonna redo it with wood, and maybe even at a later date get a seat. But right now we're just trying to get her on the water. I'll show you something else. Okay, so at the auction, I got this seat. I got this seat to the chair here, and 2 fuel tanks. I think that was it. There might have been something else, I don't know, for a couple bucks. It was, I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it was like $3. And the fuel tanks, they were metal ones. I traded to get the plug, an anchor, which I don't have quite yet. He's still digging it out, and a battery box. So there's 3 more bucks into this bill. Don't think I've shown them to you yet. I do have oars that came with the boat too. I can use those as is, but they could use a sanding down, so we'll see. All right, let's get seeing where this is going to go. The seat does need a good washing, but you may notice that it's a little cockeyed. That's because I picked the one side up to let it drain out. You know, while that's still draining, so that I can get in there, get that piece of board out, we're gonna get these off and moved up where I want them so that they'll hold good. All right, I'll bring you back as I'm moving them. Okay, this boat's already making me money, I do believe. Wow, that is a nickel that is about smooth. Here. It looks to me, they might say 1966. I have to clean it up and then check. Like I said, making money already. Okay, let me get this off. I know, captivating, isn't it? I kind of want to check and see if I want to move it here, which I don't think I do. Or just move it up here. Let's just put her right there and call her a day. And that'll be easy to recreate on the other side, and we'll just push it up as far as it'll go. Alright, still got a little wiggle to it, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think that's about it. Alright, let me get the other side done, and I'll bring it back when it's done. I would say higher. I might go with 2x4. Okay, tree. Guess what? You just lost that branch. 2x4. Yeah, 2x4. Or 2 layers of marine plywood. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we got these things looking a little bit better. We got our arms on today. Like I said, I know there's a big gap between there. This was built for a much bigger boat. Thing is, we can strap her down. And I can actually let it back and bring that back further here, and then still run it through those eyelets into the holes here. So, this one's prettier. We got that arm on. Got the water drained out. We know the plug's good. Got the battery. Everything's done up here, except for that white wire is a ground wire. Still got to drill that in. We got the battery box that will go in and the plug that will go in. Now we just need wood to finish out the seats. We'll cut them, screw them down here and the back one. Get the anchor and some rope, and we're ready for our main voyage. Thanks for joining me for this episode. Hope to see you on the next one.